It is important that I let you know that this session is being recorded for quality coaching and laughter purposes.
Thank you, Josh.
You're
That
welcome.
was announcer Josh coming at you hot from the radio waves or wherever you're listening to this show. Hello! We are Nobody Wake the Bugbear. I am Andrew the Warden. I'm joined by Josh the player.
Hey.
I'm joined by Doug the Teamster, ship designer, medic, engineer, nuclear physicist, Navy officer.
Officer. Ooh, look at you promoting me.
I'm joined by John, the pious wordsmith.
Hold on a minute. Can we?
I'll take over the crap I got.
All right.
Hello, John.
Hello, Andrew.
And lastly, we have Sam. Sam the
Puzzle wrapped in a mystery inside of an enigma.
Sam the token female member.
Yeah, that's it. We're inclusive.
Woo! No, we very much appreciate everyone here at the table.
The only blonde on the podcast. Hey.
Hey. What about John?
In this
Do we
line.
have to bleep that out so that he's
Doesn't
not
matter. Doesn't-
identifiable?
Doesn't matter. I'm a.
Yeah, he's got too much filth on his person. Everything comes out brown
Why would
in
you
John Town.
Why would you say that to me? Just because I know things doesn't mean that I do things.
I've seen things. The things you've told me, John.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
Just
that I do.
shock me.
It's all just things from Reddit.
It is. John likes to refer me things from Reddit he's seen that is quite disturbing.
A burden shared is a burden halved, mate.
That's it. That's it. If I have to go through this torture, you're sure as shit coming with it.
How's everyone feeling? We've had a bit of a break.
I'm not the one who's literally a Discord mod.
Hey, have you seen the Reddit mods of Reddit that are appearing on YouTube? Where it's just like giant Mountain Dew balls.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
With spandex, green, and black leather.
The AI ones.
The AI ones. Horrific.
I love it.
But yeah, we've all had a break. We haven't played this campaign in about a month. Is that correct?
Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it feel so much shorter and longer than that at the same time?
I don't know.
God, time is a
I've been told that before.
construct. God.
In a different context.
Hey, ice cream.
Ice cream truck.
Who wants ice cream?
We're already losing our minds.
Run, Doug, run.
In the background, it is about 3 o'clock here at the Bugbear household. The ice cream truck likes to mosey on its way past the lounge room window, which we are recording in. So we'll just let that pass. Oh no, it's the banter. No one cares about that.
To bring joy
It's
to all the children, except
Whippy
for the
van
poor
or
children.
the bird. I have to pick one.
What?
The whippy van or the bird.
The Whippy van.
Americans don't have Mr. Whippy, so they don't know what that is.
But they have ice cream trucks.
Yeah,
We just call them Mr. Whippy over here.
yeah, because that was the old brand, and all the trucks became that, like Coke.
Yeah.
Just comes cola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it was a Coke van.
It's a different kind of party. Wouldn't be luring kids to the van there.
No.
instead of ice, it's just
joyful music.
instead of that, it's just EDM music, and there's all these junkies going. Doof, 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 doof. Oh, this is where we're starting.
Mm.
Does everyone need I think we'll go around the table and do a little refresh of last week's session. Where did we start?
He's looking at you, John.
I'm looking at no one in particular. I can start.
Well, I mean, John is a person. Let's just be nice to John. If I'm looking at John, I'm looking at you.
Last session or last episode? Sorry, what's a session, John?
Episode.
A session is about 3 episodes.
I believe we were talking to Simcoe last episode. Is that where we began?
You're starting in the middle of that episode. Can we start at the start of that episode?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Hold on.
Wow.
Readjust.
While we wait, John, I see you and I acknowledge your
Existence.
person. I think you are a very special and wonderful person.
Yes.
And I hope our friendship continues for many years and that you don't forget us when you leave.
Yeah, we found out that you're leaving, John, but not until after Christmas.
Yeah, well, they won't let me go now if they
So
listen
it
to
would
this
be-
podcast.
A couple of weeks from now.
I'll say, I'm sorry, John, you're a degenerate.
You're a damn
We
degenerate.
can't let
Oh, shit.
you go out there. Yes, just after Christmas I'll be departing.
Yeah, we know.
And
Episode. What happened in the
That's-
episode?
That happened at the technically
what happened at
that
the start of the
at
episode? Well, at the start of the episode, Andrew, we were freaking out because because not Simcoe, because
There's a turret.
Armand.
No, you're starting at the middle again.
That was the whole that was the whole session.
Basically, we got launched into an episode of Battlestar Galactica where we found out that we were being replicated by robots.
Well, okay, so
And had started making our way towards a heat signature because we'd spent enough time freaking out about it in each other's presence. And we were like, well, we got to do something because otherwise we're just standing here pointing at each other being like, you're a robot. No, you're a robot.
Okay, so after the big fight with the turret ball and after Buck's little foray into the deep, the bell, getting information, you found out that Captain Armand was sitting in the cubicle camp eating beans. And he said, what are you doing here? We just said goodbye to you. And he's like, what are you talking about? And it turns out that there's two Armands. One of them has gone up, flown out on his ship.
Oh, man.
You tried to stop it. You couldn't. It already happened.
I knew that first Armand gave me the creeps.
You didn't say at the time. You just let him go.
Pretty sure
He's
I
like,
did.
oh, you said,
Pretty
Arcades.
sure I said, this guy's just sitting here eating beans like a freak of nature.
He thought that we were freaks
Alone.
because we were sneaking in.
Yeah,
pointing
I'm like,
guns at
there's
him.
not really any way that we could spend time qualifying that because the first thing you guys did was point guns at him
Yeah.
and then go, boom.
pretty much. Dr. Craig's like, we'll shine a light in his eyes to blind him and hold weapons. So this guy's just sitting there in a cafeteria and you just walk in, down to the ground.
Yeah.
Friendly, we're friendly.
But does that not feel like something a green team of explorers would do?
You're professional security specialists, are you
Yeah.
not?
We were
Yeah.
prepared for the horrors of the deep and we just went too hard, too fast.
Yeah.
to
Tony's
the horrors
not.
of the deep.
Tony's not.
Tony doesn't give a
He
shit.
was chill.
So anyway, you gained Armand as a follower. Ding. Joins your group, joins your party. Your party slots are getting pretty full. It was on a little RPG game, little sidebars getting crowded. But nonetheless, you went to the storage where you found Simcoe. Did you like Simcoe?
I did.
Yeah, I like Simcoe.
He seems chill.
Yeah.
Apart from the horrifying metal skeletal appearance and the heat signature generating
That was great because you're like,
Franken
hold
thing
on.
in the cupboard.
I'm looking forward to showing him a mirror.
Yeah, you wanted to find a mirror, which you already have.
Oh, yeah, we can give him.
So if we say a quest log you have,
Yes.
main quest,
Yep.
find this
This dude.
map,
Oh, yes. Yep.
this astronomical database. That's why you're here, finding clues about that. Secondary objectives is not die.
Yep.
Find-
Always good. Always good.
Yeah. Find artifacts for yourselves to get rich and actually,
Or die trying.
or die trying. And
No, the second objective was stay alive. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's just to get rich.
you've got a few sub-objectives. Now you probably find out what happened to Armand, explore certain rooms or clear the first level, perhaps, like do a sweep of everything. That's what you're trying to do now. Then find information about the old crew that was sent here.
And I think
Any
Simcoe
leads?
was going to tell us when the next Black Ops visit was going to be.
That's true. In exchange for the torch back in meeting room that you dropped, you go back there, you put back the rat,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the way back, you get the torch, bring it back to Simcoe. Simcoe will exchange that for information when the next troubleshoot or raid is happening. Other things you've gained, Buck upstairs talked to Quinn, the slightly unhinged young man who loves drawing maps, and he gave you a map of recreation in exchange for a nice jumpsuit, freshly pressed and dry cleaned.
Yep.
And you also... Did you get half of Eden? Did you get a little bit of Eden from him? Of floor 2?
No, it was like... No, I don't think
no,
so.
You got some of Eden.
He offered it as a bonus.
Yeah, you got some
He
Eden.
was like, here, I'll give you some of
Yeah.
the next floor as well.
I remember he gave you the first floor, which was useful.
So I have that map for you, and I'll give it to Buck in the episode, Sam.
Yay.
Yeah?
Okay, thank you, because I thought I had a piece of paper.
You do. You better have number 1 that I gave you
I'm pretty sure I
last
do.
week.
We
last
should
time.
capitalize on the fact that we've got a washing machine on the ship and just be like, laundromat, come to the laundromat.
Yeah.
Come on. Let me see your
How did
medical
everyone forget-
needs.
Sam
Wash your clothes.
Sam has unfolded the map and is showing everyone, and
It's maps spelt with a Z.
with a Z.
Gosh, well done.
7 MREs a pop.
There you go. Or
Or 1 freshly pressed, overstarched
yeah.
jumpsuit.
Well, there we have it. We're ready. We're ready to start. We're back on track. The lead-in of the episode will explain where we are jumping into because we ended on a quite significant cliffhanger. Bit of Silence and Narcissus. We've heard the theme of that coming back. That's great to hear, John.
Yeah,
And then
I did that.
the final cliffhanger of this dude,
Not bad for a degenerate.
this dude falling out of the lockers in the rec room. What was he doing there? Who is this man? We will find out in episode 9 of Ghosts and the Machine. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Then I will play the intro. The scene fades in. Approximately 2 months ago, Prospero's dream. Megara Grimm, the agent for Mercer Deep Space Logistics Special Operations Division, along with her private bodyguard, sits in a private booth within the stellar burn. She hands a data pad to Dr. Craig Graham. The J1C1 Ramirez and its crew was contracted to travel to Cloudbank Synthetics to investigate artifacts that may be of interest to Mercer. Leading the mission was Captain Harper Kerensky, along with his specialized team. Teamster Sofiana Gapova, Marine Winona Vasa, Engineer Rankeith Benz, Cyberneticist Marcus Sledek, and the android Fogel 1. And you see on this little pad, Craig, and it's passed around to everyone, see their headshots appear on this little screen, along with a list of their qualifications and their commendations. As mentioned, they reported that they had confirmed the existence of the astronomical database and were preparing to acquire it. That was the last report we received. Your main priority is to retrieve the astronomical database, but if possible, if you can find out what happened to the Ramirez and her crew, we will add a 50k credit bonus to your contracts. That all sound good to you?
Sounds good to me.
This is not the main mission, but if you can find out any information, we'll appreciate it.
See what we can dig up.
What was the last contact you had with them?
They missed their last contact by 2 months.
What was the last thing they said?
They found the artifact. They're about to acquire it. Dr. Cameron Elias, you stare down at this data pad. The camera slowly focuses in on the headshot of a man in a flight suit, his brown hair tied in a top knot. An orange text glows beside the image. Captain Harper Kerensky. And the scene fades out. We return to the rusted recreation center. Cameron, you stare down at this unconscious man in a worn, heavily patched vac suit. His helmet rolls across the floor before coming to a stop against your boots. And this is the face, very disheveled, hair overgrown, of Captain Harper Kerensky. Everyone roll a Benz check. No, just Elias.
That's just a D10, right?
D100.
D, oh.
You are attempting to roll over your Benz score.
Here we go. 50. Okay, well, that's definitely over 9, so I think I'm okay.
This just happens. Gordon, you're in the middle of chin-ups. You turn around. Elias, Cameron, you maybe go, you make a...
Yeah, I'll jump back.
What's going on? I drop.
It's the captain from the Ramirez, and I'll lean down and check for signs of life. Is he unconscious or is he no longer with us?
You bend down. You check his vitals. A pulse, weak but steady. Shallow breathing, but alive.
Hold just a goddamn second. How do I know he's real?
Can I check for injuries?
Sure. Is everyone else? Tony, you're staring at this mirror wrapped in cloth in your hand, and you suddenly snap out of it and look up and see the rest of them gathered around this man near the lockers.
Yeah, I was putting gaffer tape around the edges of the mirror so I don't cut myself.
You doing that now instead of going over to have a look? You can do that.
Well, that's what I was doing, but if someone's making
it all happened at once, so you're just to the point where you've picked up the mirror.
I'm just at the point where I picked up the mirror.
Yeah, because you were picking up the mirror, and at the same time, Elias was checking the lockers.
Wait, I don't know, because we did a whole scene, so I'm like...
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We cut to there, and then as you were looking at the glass, or just...
Because you said what was in the glass, and then I said that I was going to put gaffer tape on it, and then we did the scene with the locker. So I'm trying to think...
That was happening at the same time, Josh. And
so
it's all converged.
Hang on, I'm trying to explain my confusion, because if I choose to do something else, that means none of that happened.
Okay, I'll stop you there. It's got gaffer tape on it, and you look at them all gathered around the...
Yeah, so if it's at that point, then yeah. Everyone doing okay?
Yeah, I'm checking him for injuries.
You start undressing him.
He's in a vac suit, right?
Yeah, these are hard things to get off. Takes minutes.
I'll come over and help.
Yeah, I'll call for Dr.
doctor?
Craig
Yes.
and ask for help.
Yeah.
I need a hand over here.
I'm gonna get my machine gun ready. You can't just put your hands all over a guy you found. It might get DNA off you. You know.
You see our man just sitting on the weight bench, and he yells over, "Found something interesting?"
Or somebody.
I'm just busy checking because he's the key to finding what we need.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
hyper focused on making sure that he's okay.
Sure, now that Tony, Gordon, and Craig have seen his face, roll a Ben's check for me. So that's a D100.
If I wasn't in the room on the map, does that mean I wasn't in the room during the session? During that scene?
You're in the room.
There wasn't on the map.
What are you talking about?
There was no Tony.
I'm looking at Tony right now in the red room.
The one where we first saw his face.
Because we hired you after the meeting.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
have no idea
Tony.
who he is.
Yeah.
You've never seen this man.
Yeah, Tony wasn't there. You haven't seen this man. I do apologize.
It's roll over the bends.
Yes, please.
I rolled a 23 over 21.
20 over 12.
Ooh.
You lucky son of a gun. So this doesn't trigger you. It's very alarming, but it doesn't trigger anything within you.
How much disheveled does he look compared to the picture we saw?
Hasn't shaved. His top knot is totally disheveled. Hair even looks... You don't know how long it was in his photo. It might have been an old photo.
He started growing a beard or something?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
As
been a
I'm
while.
pulling bits of this vac suit off, I'm patting him down to check him out. Is there any sort of blood or anything on him?
Yeah, on the back of his head, looks like he's had a blunt impact. And there's a little dried blood there. His vitals are stable. You've checked him. You got a medical scanner?
Yeah, I've got
Yep.
You're scanning him while he's unconscious, and it looks like, yeah, he's stable, but unconscious, and clearly from a head wound.
Got blood here.
Mm.
Blood of Kerensky. I don't know. This is not a nice place to get a thwacking, so I've sort of pry open his eyes, and I've got a little torch, and I'm checking it out to make sure, is there any sort of sign of... Are they giving indications of, like, brain damage?
They are reacting, but he is unconscious.
Yep.
But they have a reflex, right?
Yeah.
Even if unconscious,
Yeah.
they react.
Cool.
Do you think he knows where the map is?
Hopefully. Assuming that he is the real Kerensky.
Hey, why don't you just ask him, huh? Hey, buddy. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see. I'm yelling at him. He's like, hello. Wakey, wakey.
You can try to wake him up, but it might take something more medically than just yelling.
Caffeine.
We got a first aid kit. Would it have like
smelling salts,
or something in it?
It's just that, do you want to wake him up and question him? Or do you want to get him to a different area?
I think we'll take him back to the ship before
Hey,
we wake
Armand,
him
you
up.
got some coffee? We need some coffee here.
I got stuff that might be able to wake him up, but
You can get coffee back in the kitchen.
Hasn't the ship only just left? Basically, aren't we here
yeah,
for another X amount of time?
something like 18 hours.
So-
or
we,
something.
we've been here for a set amount of time.
Yeah, let's solidify that. How long do you think you've been here?
Because, no, we figured that out in the last episode. but I can't remember when we were at before we went to see Simcoe and come here.
Was it something like 18 hours till the ship
I think it was about
comes back?
6 hours. So yes, you are correct. You've done 6 hours. You've got 18 hours left, and you've come to the rec room.
Yeah.
So we probably want to wake him up.
Our man walks over.
I'm going to patch
Who
the
is it?
back of his head first.
Who is it?
He's, one of the contracts that we're here is to find some stuff, including this guy and
Hey,
his crew.
he's a old friend of ours, you know.
I ain't never seen this man in my life.
Well,
I've been here-
he was not your friend, I believe. Otherwise, we would have met you, right?
How long you been down here?
4 months.
Continuously?
Well, we've been on dives, but yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Came here with the Vostok 4 months ago.
Yeah. What are we? 4 months since they disappeared? Yeah?
How long did it take to get here, to the Bell and the Deep and all of that?
You just
About-
said the flashback then was 4 months ago.
2 months.
2 months ago, and they hadn't heard from him in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he would have disappeared. Yeah, though that checks out.
I'm going to shoot Dr. Craig a look.
Bang, 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 bang.
I thought you were like, I'm going to shoot Dr. Crab.
Yeah, just shoot him.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
Does it look like 4 months worth of growth? Surely not.
Well, the photo you were given is just the stock. It might have been an enlistment photo. You might have been years old when he did his psych profile.
Is he like gaunt? Is he scrawny? Malnourished?
And now that you're taking off his vac suit, it looks like he's, not. He's got not much body fat on him, but he's not malnourished. You can try and wake him up.
Yeah, I think that's my... Well, one, I'm shooting Dr. Craig a look of, like, shut the hell up. We don't want
We're not sharing anything
randos.
that we don't need to share.
Well, we don't need to share anything.
Didn't one of yous have like a flask or something?
We've got... is there smelling salts in the first aid kit?
Yeah, you want to wake him up? Go for
Like
it.
some water,
Yeah.
some alcohol?
I'm getting my gun ready.
I'm gonna square away the back of his head before I wake him up so he doesn't go moving around and
Sure.
busting open whatever healing he's already done.
I got my stun button.
So you're surrounding this man. You've got his vac suit off.
I'm not in the circle. I'm further back.
Further back, someone watching the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch the door.
Our man sits on the bench. I can watch the door from here.
No, I'll do it.
All right. So you crowd around this captain and you bring out the smelling salts and just slap his face.
I'll also palm like a scalpel as well, just sort of have it hidden off to the side just in case.
Yeah, you're surrounding this man with weapons. He starts to stir.
Captain Kerensky?
Water.
I'll pull out my little, I don't know, cantina or whatever I've got. Easy.
And
I'll
he sort of drinks it.
Gently feed it in. Gentle. Kerensky?
Thank you.
Yes.
What happened? Who are you?
Who we are, we'll talk about that later. What happened is something we want to know. What happened, Captain?
How did you... You know me?
We have mutual friends in employment.
My name is Harper. Harper Kerensky.
Well met. Craig. Graham.
Hey. He looks around at the other people surrounding him. It's okay. You don't have to point those weapons at me. I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, we've been shut up down here. We're a little bit on edge.
Hey, Harper, you could tell me what date it is?
2241.
Is that today?
It's this year.
Is this year? Okay. What about what month? I'm just trying to get him to see how long he can remember of the current time.
Galactic timescale. February. I tried to think of a space sci-fi name for something cool. I think we'll just
Space
go with Earth
February.
time.
Fur baby.
Space February.
Space. Currently. Is it currently February?
No,
What month is it meant to be roughly?
like July.
July.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, okay. Look, what's the last thing you remember?
Let me think. Sladek.
Sladeki.
He hit me. Yeah. He fucking hit me.
Any one of you goons know
And
Sladek?
he goes to check his... Where's my stuff?
You didn't have any stuff. You looked like a bullied kid in the locker.
Yeah, man.
That's where you came from. And he points.
You see he had a gun. No, not a gun. He had a pack, but there's not... You rummage through it. There's not much in it. There's a bit of food, some water, but that's about it.
While we're tending to his injury, I want to sneakily obtain a sample from the blood on the back of his head.
You've just done it before he woke up.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, great. I just wanted to make sure. So then we could figure out potentially if we run the sample, if it recognizes him as a...
He's totally an android.
That has to be
Android.
done when they're dead.
What do you mean?
They've never been able to find a way to test for it while you're alive.
Yeah.
Full autopsy.
We're going on the
so
assumption
every
he's an
single
android.
one that Monarch produces is to that level
Is-
now?
Too hard to
Yes.
distinguish.
I wasn't sure if maybe there were like some dodgy ones still. Okay.
There's androids, basic androids everywhere, but
Yeah.
they're saying there's been copies of people
Yeah.
that are very, they look like people.
They were
Mm.
getting better and better
Yeah.
and better until they got to a point where they were indistinguishable.
But you've seen
Is it
Simcoe.
Yeah, is it possible? I'm just thinking out loud. Would they have done, because they did a retinal scan, I'm assuming, of him, like they did for us when he went on the mission.
Yeah.
So would it be so identical that it wouldn't even, you couldn't tell the difference between that and this version?
Yeah,
or,
biologically identical.
So
Okay.
what I'm going on the assumption of is he's missing. He got hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
That looks like it's going to be a killing blow, and he's missing X period of memory. up
No, I
until
can
that
remember
point.
things if you let me continue.
And then we're going to go off the assumption that the real captain's dead.
All right,
Look,
sorry. We
I
got off
can
on a
hear you.
tangent then.
I can hear your
But-
thoughts.
Yeah, that was just, I wasn't sure if that would work. But
You
cool.
two are spending an awful lot of time just staring at each other in silence. What's going on here? You got some kind of mental connections or something?
Look, it was Marcus. He double-crossed us.
He double clocked you. He did.
Yeah, and he clocked me on the back of the head, looks like.
Good and proper.
He was our cyberneticist. He went crazy. We came here searching for artifacts. He started going nuts, started saying some strange stuff. He began to think we were working for Monarch. He led us into a trap. I was the last one standing. He hit me over the head and took it.
And that was like yesterday, right?
I don't know how long I've been in that locker. He must have stuffed me in there.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. You've only been in there, what is it, like a day? Doc, what do you reckon? 2 days? How bad does he look?
We'll
If he didn't drink water for 3...
discuss that a little bit later. I don't think now is the time to break that kind of news.
Have you seen him?
No.
He's an older man, white trimmed hair, Caucasian, small glasses. You haven't seen him?
Found a young kid and this guy, and that's about it.
I don't know that man.
Yeah, he came later.
So who are you? How did you know my name?
Oh, we were looking for something. Do you know what that thing might be?
Do you work for Mercer?
That's better.
You work for Mercer?
We
They sent another team?
work for someone who had a vested interest in your and your team's whereabouts.
Don't we just work for Mercer?
No, because then Monarch knows what we're after.
That mission was secret. If you know about it, if you know who I am, you must work for Mercer. I'm not stupid.
Look, all I know is we got contracted to find you and your people.
That doesn't make any sense. Mercer
and what you were finding.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
more-
and bring back whatever you're finding. But
that's really all they care about. They don't give a shit about us.
They do want to know what happened to you. So they do give a little bit of a
Okay.
shit.
So the report says you found it.
Who's this guy?
he's
Gordon
just-
Good, nice to meet ya.
I'm Harper Kerensky. Yeah, we found it. We found the map.
Where was it?
It was in hell. Floor 4.
4.
That's the one Arcady wouldn't tell us about.
Mm-hmm.
How much have you explored?
Like here.
Yeah, this is literally our first day.
Shit. You gotta get me back to the bell. I need to recover. We gotta get out of here.
I mean, you've been spending a while resting. You don't remember?
No, I was knocked on the back of the head. I'm starving. I'm thirsty.
Yeah. I'd be hungry after what's it been, like 5-6 months since this guy arrived here?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping you can enlighten us.
Look, I'm willing to talk about it, but not. Can we do it somewhere safer?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the kitchen.
We'll finish.
Don't worry, the rat's still there.
We'll finish patching him up.
Oh, you didn't take the rat, did you?
No. I got a foldable stretcher
Oh, Jesus.
I'd very much like to see the rat again.
strapped onto the pack, and then
Do you think
Yeah.
you might be able to walk?
I was about to say, you think you game enough to try and get up?
He tries to get up and he shakily gets to his feet without the heavy vac suit now. He's just in his space jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I feel pretty okay. I think I can walk.
Good. Let's
Shit.
Attention all Cloudbank Synthetic Corporation employees. A security check is being conducted in your department. Please remain calm and provide your Cloudbank identity card to the security team for verification. Upon verification, remain at your station until the security check is complete. Thank you for contributing to the safety of the Cloudbank Synthetic Production Facility.
Oh, shit.
I turn to Armand.
Oh, shit.
We got enough lockers in here?
What's the plan here, Armand? What do we do?
Get out of here. Harper says. Armand brings up his weapon. It's playing again.
With the owner of a black
Attention,
Ford Focus.
So you suddenly hear over the intercom just throughout the room. You hear a security message saying a security sweep is being conducted in the area. You see Armand at the door holding his SMG and says, "We gotta find cover. We gotta find somewhere safe."
I mean,
Kitchen?
That's ages away.
how many lockers we got in here? He was safe in here for however long.
We don't want to get pinned down. We gotta keep moving.
Simmons?
What?
The robot.
Simcoe.
Simcoe will be... They won't go after Simcoe.
Simcoe won't.
Look,
Like he can hide us or
Yeah.
smuggle us or something.
you haven't pissed off Monarch, have you? What have you done?
Arrived.
Yeah, this is our first day, dude.
All right, we can't stand around talking. Let's go back to Simcoe's. Maybe
Yeah.
he won't rat us out.
I'll draw my pulse rifle. We'll
Look,
start
if we go
moving.
north, we can go through the security hub. We can maybe loop around.
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
You know this place better than us.
I'm gonna grab a one of the bars from the bench press bars,
Sure.
just without weights.
Yeah, you pick up a 20-kilo bar.
Yeah.
It's all rusted, but it still works as a...
Yeah. I'll fucking block an area with it, maybe pry a door or something.
Yeah, you can block the door you came in on and go in one of the side doors.
So
That
I'll
sounds
take
like
it
a
with
good
me
idea.
until I figure out a door that's a good
There's
position.
extras, so maybe we'll block this door with one, and we'll take one.
Sure.
I'll shakily pick up my rifle, and then I'll look at my hand, which was still got the blood from the back of Kerensky's head, and I'll just sort of shake a little bit and just go, "Oh, I miss when their blood was white. Let's go."
So you begin to run through. You run back into the hallway, and you see to the north, Armand looks and goes, "Down that hallway is up to security checkpoint Alpha. To the east is the storage. South is back to the cubicle camp. We can maybe hold up there, but there's not much. We can lose them in the big rooms."
Yeah, you're the subject matter expert here, man. What would you suggest?
You gonna follow Armand, the guy you were just thinking was an infiltrator android, or are you gonna be frigging assertive, guys? What do you want to do?
Well, look, it'd be silly. It'd be a ludicrous amount of 4D chess for him to. We know the one that escaped was an android because of the way it replied when we called it.
Yeah.
We know that one was suspicious. It'd be a ridiculous amount of 4D chess for Monarch to be pulling straight out if this one was also a decoy.
Just double
If it's a
decoy.
decoy, it doesn't know it. I think we can assess that much. So look, if we get led into a trap, we'll get led into a trap. We'll have to face the security team. We won't automatically die.
We can
Just follow the person that's a more experienced diver than us. We might as well.
Yeah. And
That's my case.
And I 100% agree. If Armand is a second android, then we've sprung it now, which is better than springing it later.
Yeah, let's find out right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's the subject matter expert. What's your thoughts? Team, thoughts?
Well, I sort of agree, but I also agree that I don't know if Simcoe's going to help us if we go, but we can try.
We can try going south, but that's where the lifts are. If we go up north, the lifts are there as well. We can take our chances looping around to the kitchen, or we can run north through the security checkpoint Alpha.
I mean, we could try the kitchen, but we got to be fast.
Do they do a security scan through the security checkpoint?
Alpha's destroyed, and you said that you destroyed Bravo as well recently.
I mean the security team.
They will sweep the area.
The whole area.
They will send out teams of security.
Where do they come from? The elevators?
They come from the elevators.
Okay, let's get away from the elevators then.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should go through the security checkpoint.
Loop back around.
Bravo or Alpha?
Alpha, the one that's
All
destroyed.
right, you begin running
Flip.
north,
Both destroyed.
and Harper. Who's carrying Harper?
I'll carry Harper.
All right, you put your arm around Harper.
Well, I've got a foldable stretcher so we can both carry him.
All right, let's both carry him.
But then it's two-handed.
Let Gravity Ball champion Gordon Good carry
Yeah, go
on
on.
him. It's fine.
It's like
He's
you
got the
can-
knees for it.
He's got the knees.
Like I'm picturing Gordon looping one hand and sort of letting him rest on him while he's got his vibe shetty in the other hand.
Yeah.
sort
or
of
an
thing.
SMG. SMGs can be fired with one hand.
Sure. Yeah, you start running to
Yep, we
the
go.
The kitchen or?
No, not the kitchen.
checkpoint Alpha.
Checkpoint Alpha. The
Alpha.
kitchen's too far away.
We're going through checkpoint
All right.
Alpha.
And at the checkpoints, the setup, is there doors from where they would be arriving?
I don't think they come.
They're coming through the
They
elevator.
come from the elevator, which is not in the checkpoint.
Like if they're going to go through the checkpoint.
If they were coming through the checkpoint. they'd
Yeah,
have to
does
go-
the checkpoint have doors on both sides?
Yeah, you've been through a checkpoint before.
Yeah.
Is
That's
it
the one
in
we
and
I
out?
remember it has doors on one side. Is it both sides that has doors?
Yeah, even an airlock,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
a pressurized
So I'm going
room.
to use the bat to block one of those checkpoints.
You can block the door behind you once you run into the room. I'll tell you what you see. You run into this security checkpoint Alpha. You see the fragmented bulletproof glass that is blown apart, burnt, destroyed. In where, similar to the other one, you've got that slagged machine gun turret and a shredded security android sitting down, laying down somewhere close with its chest ripped open. And you've got the similar security gate, which is closed.
All right, I'm going to beeline it straight for, well, A-line it, I guess. Checkpoint Alpha. We're going to go straight to the door. And I'm going to set up an explosive on the inside
So if
of the
anything
door frame.
come through,
So if it comes through, I'm going to blow its backside off.
so you're using an explosive charge?
Yeah.
Is it remote detonation?
Remote detonation.
Sure. What's the range on it, do you think? It's just radio, right?
Yeah, it's radio.
Sure.
So it'd be heaps. Plenty.
Reasonably close. Yeah.
Plenty for this space, you know?
Yeah, I imagine the distance between the explosive and the thing that designs to set off the explosive would be
Enough for me not to get
Far.
blown up.
like kilometers far.
You can work together to open this gate, and you slide it open, it goes... And Armand says, okay, so we can go back into the recreational reception, and we can loop around to the east. We can head down to the kitchen from there. We just got to keep an eye on the...
Oh, we are going to the kitchen.
Oh,
aren't
we're going to keep going, are we?
We're staying here? It's airlocked, but
Well, if we're going to keep going to the kitchen, I'm going to keep the explosives. I'm going to...
look, there might be multiple teams. We might get... we don't want to get pinned down. We want to always be moving. That's how we did it. It's up
yeah,
to you. Up
makes
to you.
sense. Keep moving.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
reckon
it's
keep-
real easy.
Keep your explosives, I think. We'll
yeah,
just
I'm
keep
going to
moving.
keep them. I thought we were hunkering down, you know?
Unless you want to spend a bit of time setting up some kind of tripwire bomb.
That's too long.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not carrying this guy for the next 18 hours.
I can't move this fast. I got to find somewhere to hold up soon.
All right,
Harper
we're
says.
moving. We're moving fast.
Yeah. I mean, we can sacrifice 4 sets of hands and make it easier by stretchering this dude. If we need to keep moving.
Yeah, if you want to move in by force, you can do stretcher.
Yeah, we got the foldable stretcher, right?
Yeah. I'll grab one end of it.
All right, you laying down the stretcher and begin bolting.
Yeah.
And you start moving north. you find the set of concrete stairs going up from security checkpoint. Remember Bravo, you went down the stairs? This is going up the stairs into reception.
All right, we're going up the
You
stairs.
just start exerting yourself, Gordon and Dr. Craig, you're carrying the stretcher. Who's in front? Armand maybe leading you?
Yeah. I'll be kind of off to the side of the stretcher. Just have
Sure.
my weapon ready.
Tony behind?
I was going to be up front with Armand,
You can
checking the
be-
corners.
Up front with Armand?
Because I got a little mirror in my hand. I'm just going to pop the mirror and see if who's coming.
Sure.
And if it's clear, we can go ahead.
You enter another airlock section. And you can go through if you like, into reception. It's not locked.
Is it clear?
I mean,
Pressurized doors open.
looking clear to me.
You look out and you see the immediate area is clear.
How long does it take to do a bioscan?
A few minutes.
Crap. Okay.
And you know
Never
security androids won't show up.
mind.
I'm just
Yeah.
using the mirror every corner.
Sure.
We can take it a little bit slower so we're not overexerting ourselves.
Yeah, you're going to move stealthily, like a bit of care, not huffing it.
Yeah.
Take a bit more time to
We're
traverse.
going to peek and look before we move.
Yeah, sure. You start winding your way through reception again, and you see off to the north, you see the area where you found that swinging android. No, the android guy who had the android mirror on him with the clamshell. Who's got that mirror?
Me.
You see that off into on the north, and then you just start weaving your way through the reception, scuffing over the filthy carpet, but it's muffling your sound a bit. You're sort of taking your time. And you hear movement.
Hey, puts his fist up, and then he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
And you can all duck down in these desks and walls and halls, and just to the east, you look and you see a team of security androids moving.
Is that round the corner?
Yeah, you're being stealthy, so you're able to look at these things. They're moving quite silently, but you sort of hearing the soft clicks of their guns as they walk. They're walking on the carpet.
So we're at a junction,
Yeah, you're just
And-
taking cover.
and I can see that if I peek round, with the mirror, I can just see the movement,
Yeah, you can see them.
and they're coming towards us.
They're coming through the sort of reception area. You're quite.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we got distance, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, are they coming this way? Like they're gonna
Does it-
come here in a moment?
Does it look like if we stay here quietly, they'll pass us?
Yeah, you think they haven't noticed you. You can stay in this place, or you can attempt to make a move. It looks like they're not locking on. They're not coming directly for you. They're sort of sweeping around their doll-like faces with no expression, and they're just sort of trudging forward in a tight-knit group. There's about 3 of them. And they're in sort of a formation, and they're just all looking different ways, walking the way down. But if you stay put, stay silent, they'll pass.
Weapons ready.
They go past, clacking away, and you see them maybe turn down to the west and then go down south out of your vision, maybe heading to security point Alpha. You scared? Do we need a fear? I don't think we're scared yet.
I don't want to say anything yet. I'm gonna let him.
I'm more scared of the idea that Monarch knows we're here.
Yeah.
Armand, as you're moving, you guys can talk, and Armand is like, "Are you sure you didn't do anything? You didn't kill any of? I know you killed a security android. That would have made a dent. You didn't set off any explosives. You didn't ruin anything. You didn't shoot.
Oh.
There was a situation with an EMP.
You set off an EMP? Are you fucking crazy?
Not
didn't set off an
intentionally.
EMP.
It was set as a trap.
Shit.
Do you think they're crawling around in the vents too?
That's how they move around as well, but it depends on the type. You might find the Forgotten in there, but the security androids are stupid. They usually just follow the same routes, do a sweep.
Do you reckon we're good if we hide here, or do you reckon they'll come through a little bit more thoroughly?
No, they might come back through here, but we can wait here a while if you like. We've already had a team move through.
All right. We'll hold up for a little bit.
Just follow their shadow.
You mean trail them?
Yeah, if they go the same route, eventually we'll get to a point where we can hunker down and they'll keep moving around.
We've got to be careful we don't get pinned by multiple teams.
Multiple teams.
Mm.
There's more than one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be
I imagine there's
dozens.
probably
Oh,
infinity
A
number
large
of them.
group of...
It just look. It relates to
Man.
Monarch.
3+1.
It relates to Monarch and how much computational power that they will put on the situation. If you guys have set off EMP, there's obviously Monarch is starting to get aware of the situation and it's starting to explore. If it doesn't find anything in a few hours, it'll probably call off the search and we'll be okay. You just got to keep low and don't make waves,
Easy enough.
especially electromagnetic ones.
Listen, asshole, it was set up. Didn't just find a button and push it.
Look, anyway, I think we're good to keep
No, we
moving.
kicked it.
I think we're good to keep moving.
You're goddamn right, I kicked it.
Do we want to keep moving, or do we want to hang here for a little bit?
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
Can't just wait for another lot to come through.
Still shark's a dead shark, you know?
All right.
So you head east, and you see to the north, the hallway branches off, and Craig, you know that's where you saw the stairs to Eden.
Do you reckon he's sweeping down there?
Do they just do one floor?
With the security, yeah, it's usually one floor at a time. If we can go down to Eden, that might be safer.
Wait for him to finish on floor 1, get down to Eden, and then once they're clear of Eden,
But if we
move back up.
if we can't get through the big door, then we'll be stuck.
Big door.
Yeah, Eden's locked off. It doesn't want any of the chosen escaping. It's usually locked down quite good. You can hack it, and you can try to bypass the door. That's what we do. That's what we do before.
All right.
Look, I don't want to get stuck down there so that we miss the next.
But you know, we haven't
Shit.
got our cyberneticist. I can't hack any doors. No, sorry. This is our man talking. Harper Kerensky speaks up. If you haven't got hacking, you won't be able to get through the doors. Marcus did it before.
I suppose short wiring, it's going to set off some alarm bells. Anyone good with computers?
So you're
Not me.
Do I look like I got the body type for computers?
Well, shit.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Neither am I.
Okay, let's continue with the original plan then.
We are dumb as bricks for coming down here.
I mean, I could just blow the door open or cut it open or weld it up.
That's
I'm
what I
sure
mean.
Monarch will be totally fine with
I
that.
imagine I can try and override it manually. But
Are they going
I
to go
imagine
through Eden? Those
He's going to know
robots?
that we do that.
not
No.
not usually. They'll stick their sweep to this area.
Yeah, when they called over the thing, it said that your area is
Your
being-
department,
Yeah,
yeah.
your department. So it'll be just this floor.
Look, we can go down to the meeting rooms and then into the cafeteria. There might be some more beans.
I don't know about the cafeteria. It's too open, not enough covered. Meeting rooms, yeah.
It's
And
actually
then
not too bad because there's multiple exits. There's 2 exits
We like shut the kitchen in, you know?
and there's multiple doors into the kitchen. There's ways to escape.
I think we go there. I think the cafeteria is the go because otherwise it's too windy. They could come from any direction.
But at the same time,
Yeah, so the
kitchen and cafeteria don't
We're in-
scream hidey place.
We're in the reception area, right?
you're in the corridor towards the meeting rooms and the lift to floor 2. So it's a matter of going back through the meeting room corridors. You can go into the meeting rooms. You want to pick up the torch on the way?
And I don't really want to accidentally set off another EMP.
No.
No, because I've dismantled the torch, but I haven't.
So the meetings room join the wall to the kitchen?
No.
Because it just looks like that on the map. That's all.
We
Well,
don't-
yeah, but you can't go through the walls. That'll cause
Yeah, but
a
I'm just,
nightmare.
is it an adjoining wall? Is it the shared wall?
We're not blowing holes in the wall.
No, it'll be
You're no fun.
hundreds of meters.
Hundreds of meters. Damn.
Yeah, the square room you see is it takes 10 minutes to explore.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
looking at that. And I'm like, is that wall that's at the end? Because it looks like it's joined up with the kitchen.
Yeah, the maps are relative. They're together,
yeah.
but it's like
Well,
a
that's why
whole
I'm asking.
wing of an office
Yeah.
building sort of thing.
I get it.
Straight to the cafeteria.
What's asking a question?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's my suggestion because it is an open area. We're not going to get like pinned down in a big windy maze.
Sure.
Well, honestly,
Yeah, but-
it's an open area with a closed area that leads to it. Worst case scenario, we get pigeoned in that hallway. So we're going to go through it. We got to be fast. And then once we get to open areas, we got to be slow.
My thought is them not knowing where we are is the one advantage we have. And the fact we're in windy, cubically areas helps improve our chance of staying out of their notice, going from tight, cubicled, hidden, almost like a jungle, like an office jungle, into a wide open, sparse. We're going to lose that advantage of stealth.
They would have
Unless we
gone past the
book it.
body that was hung, right?
We cut that body down.
You cut
But
the
yeah.
body down.
We did cut the body.
And they may have gone that area. It's a big room. It's a big area, I mean.
But they know there's people in here.
I'm just wondering if they care about quote-unquote dead bodies. I suppose it's too complex for us to figure out now. Anyway. All right, we going on that.
Let's just head to the meeting rooms and then
Yeah, we'll go,
play it by
sure.
ear from there.
I've got a crazy idea.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Okay.
you tell us on the way.
This is on the way, so you're moving through and you're going past the areas. Are you planning to turn into the meeting room? You can talk about your plan now as you move.
Yeah, my sort of plan is they know people are here, and they probably know we haven't gone through the Eaton door yet. So what if one person triggers that door in some manner, and then that might alert them, which would then pull them somewhere
Towards the door that
while
we
the
can't
rest
get
of
through.
us- Yeah, and then
So
the-
we sacrifice one person at
and
the
then-
door.
Well, you just hit and run, I suppose.
I mean,
Out of the single passageway that leads to the
back
door.
to my
You gotta
first
be fucking
suggestion,
quick.
I could blow the door open from a distance.
I feel like blowing the door open is probably the absolute worst
You turn
because
a,
Monarch wants to keep all the things inside that
you
area.
turn a corner and down the long, long hallway, just at the end, you see a single security android beginning to make its way down this long corridor.
I'm ducking in and hiding under a
It's
desk.
about far away from where you are.
Yeah, well-
but it'll pass you unless you go off the main hallway.
We're gonna duck and hide
Yeah.
off the hallway somewhere, I think.
We're at the meeting rooms, right?
Yeah, just
So I'm
the
gonna-
entrance too.
Just gonna
Duck in and hide
duck
under a
into-
desk.
Yeah.
Okay, you wait for this thing. You just hear it clacking down the corridor. And the single android starts to walk past and stands in the doorway to meeting rooms A. And just turns to look in the direction and then begins to walk forward. So you've got a few seconds to make a decision.
I'm committing. I'm staying here.
Staying. Yeah.
I'm putting my hand over my mouth.
You think it'll find you. This thing walks in and begins to sweep the area, starts looking through each of the rooms.
How thoroughly? Is it just scanning the room or is it like literally like...
It's going into a place, scanning the room, then walking out and moving into another section. You think that it's going to stumble upon you at some stage.
Is it possible to double back around it?
You would
know?
have to cause a ruckus and
We
alert it.
To distract it in order to do that?
Yeah, you can either make a run for it or try to kill it. It's sweeping the area.
Either way, we either get found on purpose or by accident.
Yeah.
Can I throw something in a opposite direction, like into another room without it noticing it when it goes into that first sort of room?
You can make a sound in another room. You can attempt that. Give us
if you're going to do that, let me do that because I'm the gravity ball champion.
Yeah.
I'm good at throwing.
stressful situation. Give us a roll. Give us a... What are you going to roll? It's a strength to try to huck this item.
Yeah.
And you're
with
going to
athletics.
try to distract it and all make a run for it, correct?
Yeah, we're adding athletics.
All right, go for it.
Uh,
If you succeed, you will huck this thing and this thing may investigate the sound.
yeah.
It'll totally be far enough away for you guys to make a good escape. It might hear you escape, but you'll be out of
Yeah.
there. If you fail, then you'll give away your position. It might bounce off something too soon and it sees you're
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Okay, so this has got to be under 60.
All right,
Any
let's
way
do
to
it.
help him?
Big money, big money.
Help
big
him
money,
throw a
big money.
thing. How?
2.
Nice. What are you throwing?
Clipboard.
An entire printer.
You just frisbee this clipboard and it goes really far and then hits a bit of the cubicle wall and you see this security android go and silently move towards this thing. It gets up to the clipboard and just begins spraying its SMG, and you guys
Run.
run, and you go into the corridor. You hear the sounds of the SMG going in the background as it ricochets off reverberates down the hallway, and you running down towards the cafeteria. Gordon Good does it again.
Nice.
Gravity Ball champion, Gordon
Nice.
Good strikes again.
Everyone loves a clipboard.
Yeah, clipboard stands out there, loving it.
I knew it would come in handy, this backstory of mine.
Oh, gravity ball for the win.
You travel down this long hallway for 10 minutes.
As we go on, Tony will be like, hey, nice work. I myself love a clipboard to tackle serious problems.
Yeah.
Goddamn, you talking about Grease Monkey?
And that's a bit rude. Trying to make small talk.
Not the time for small talk.
And you enter the cafeteria. You see Armand go, my favorite place.
This is where we found the other you.
Well, if it was me, it's bound to be found here eating beans. I love it.
Well, I'm glad there's some things that are right with the universe.
Yeah, it really does know you quite well, doesn't it?
So I've been thinking about this piece of paper plan. And, I think what we ought to do is get as many pieces of paper as we can so that each of us has enough for everyone else. And, each one of us should write a different message or signifier to each other person. And then when you receive a piece of paper, don't look at it. Because if you do, and you get copied, the copy will know what's on the piece of paper. Only the person that gives it to you should know what it is.
That's a good idea.
Then later on, we check.
Yeah, that's what I gave to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So everyone makes a set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't look at anything you've been given. Because if you do, it means that you can get screwed over.
Well, after this raid, we should go back to the meeting rooms, find some bulldog clips, put them all together. You know, there's some paper and
Staple
pens
them.
and stationery. Last thing I would expect
guys,
for survival.
can we make it through
Yeah, you walk into the kitchen.
cafeteria quickly and quietly, please?
So Craig runs forward into the kitchen and in his jacket, he's got his arm there clutching the golden rat.
Put it back
And
on the bench.
he's like urging you to go to the kitchen, and he's making his way first. No, I'll do it. And he walks in holding this rat, and you see things quite the way you left it. You see this barricaded door that you've done on one side and the open one on the other, and you walk forward. You pass the broken down gas burners and the shiny stainless steel tables, and you see the plate with the cigarettes on it.
You know, when you took this door off the fridge,
And are you putting down the rat? You wanted to do this.
yeah, I
so
put the rat down.
So you got to put down this rat, and everyone else starts to enter the room. You're carrying Harper on the stretcher. Armand walks in. Gordon, Tony walks in, and Dr. Craig just off to the side where the gas burners are. You start to hear static on your comms. All of you just go, and out of nowhere, this fuzzy image, see-through, of a man in a chef's outfit starts to phase in existence and flickers and turns and regards and shouts into the room.
I told you to Youlean this thing! Not just chop it like someone hacking through a server!
Sorry, chef.
And we'll see you next week. As a ghost.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Where's the lamb sauce?
What are you?
That's what I should have
idiot
gone
sandwich?
for. Oh, you're back in the kitchen.
Well, we found
Well-
our first ghost, but I've got a feeling this is a ghost that we should capture.
Well, I think we should capture all ghosts and give them to Ghost Eater.
You put the rat back.
But I also know now, and everybody knows, that you took the rat.
No.
Maybe that's the real thing that pissed
No.
Monarch off.
It's the rat.
Was actually the rat.
Everyone knows you got the rat. Like they were coming in right after you.
No. See, the rat's there on the table. The last time you guys came into the kitchen, the rat was on the table. So all I'm saying is, can't prove shit.
You hear that, everyone? You can't prove shit.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon, you didn't say more than 3 words this whole session. How are you feeling?
Well,
Pretty good.
I didn't want to say anything that was irrelevant. There was a lot of planning, and I wasn't in a good mental state to actually
You're a bit sleepy.
add much. I was a little bit sleepy. I had too many sleepy gummies
Yeah.
again, I think.
So,
But you know what? I did it where it counts.
did it where it counts, baby?
Mhm.
You hucked that clipboard like a frisbee and managed to bypass the security. Androids.
I was busy writing the names of fictional gravity ball teams that I could assign to each player at the table.
Tony, what about you? You were taking point with Armand, looking around corners, using your mirror that you got off Craig. Oh, no, bit of glass.
Yeah.
And lastly, Dr. Elias. What do you think's going on here? You've found someone who has connected to this Mercer contact, finally, and they said they found the artifact. You can question this guy.
Yeah, that's
Where
the
is
plan.
it? Who? Well, they said
Marcus took
Marcus took it. Sladek.
So where the hell did Marcus go?
Where indeed?
My problem is the one thing we didn't want Monarch to know is what we're actually after. I've got a feeling that
We've already
him
talked
knowing-
about it while we were in here.
No, we never talked about what we're looking for specifically.
To yourselves in over your comms?
In general, like
I think we have.
I'm pretty sure we set a
On the
rule.
bell.
Did we not set the no? Because we set the rule before we get in that we're not going to
I don't
mention
remember
it
that.
by
Well,
name.
I don't
We're not
remember this at all.
going to mention the map.
I'm sure that would have been a good
I have
idea.
absolutely no recollection of
I
that.
swear I said it right at the start. And we're not mentioning
But
the map.
also,
From here on out, the map will be known as the artifact.
yeah, you
And,
did almost spill all of the beans to the man that came out of the cupboard.
No.
Part of the new segment, the new segment, Doug has been everything. Doug has also been a time traveler.
Sure I said it.
So last session we did a few things. I forgot to roll the panic check for Monarch.
Monarch and panic?
And I just happened to roll a panic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hence, the security announcement is reacting to your mischief in the deep, and we'll find out how it resolves,
Someone's
Next
inside me
week.
who's not me.
and we'll see you then. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, everybody.
A lot of people sleeping on sleepy gummies.
We're a virus. I've been trying to think what it is about Buck that's been getting me. And he's
His
like
general existence.
he's like a mismatch of like Nathan Fillion. And I was trying to think of who the other person was. And I think maybe Matt Damon. And I thought that would be a really good combination, but for some reason it terrifies me. I don't know whether it's the chin or the laugh lines, but
Dude just has a lot of reasons to smile, okay?
I love him.
Also, we got to get ghosts for the Ghost Eater.
Yes.
Do they make a shape?
What?
Those like bright. See how you can kind of see like bright
Oh, that's the television.
orbs? Oh, I thought that was like artifacts in the.
Yeah, we used to think that he was hiding stuff in the maps, and then we realized it was the television.
Oh, I thought there was like a message hidden in the stars or something. I'll continue to pretend that that's the case.
Is that a
Run it. Captain Harper Kerensky.
Was that you that added Kerensky, or was that in the module?
We talking about
Kerensky, did you add him, or was he a module add?
me? Why?
Don't break immersion.
Just Kerensky's a little nod to Battletech. I wanted to know if that was you or whether it was the creator.
Daddy wants his immersion, dog.
Okay, never mind. I was just
Ready?
I
Who's
was a
that?
child.
Who's that?
You hear a
It's-
child running around in the
It's
background.
the jigsaw doll on a tricycle.
It's like Solaris.
Find
So
where
just-
you're.
Aren't we hiding under crap?
For the
Yeah.
for the mine palace that's going on right now. So it's gone down the corridor. It's turned towards the first meeting room that we're not in,
Yeah.
and it's started walking in that room.
It's walking into the room that we are in.
Yeah.
Or is
And
it
hiding.
is it gone past the first room and it's gone to the second room that we're in?
It's coming into the entrance to the meeting rooms. It's which whereabouts where you're hiding.
Oh,
but
the
you can,
meeting rooms.
Well,
like
we
the
ducked into
okay.
meeting room A and hid.
no, it's
so-
meeting area, like tons of room, like lots of stuff. Like it's a section of meeting rooms. So the one you're in is closest to the hallway because you saw it coming and then you ducked in quickly. And then within like
so it's
30
going down the
seconds-
hallway at the moment.
Yeah, so it's coming into your area. You can hide if you wish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
we're
that's what we were
hiding
doing.
under
Yeah.
a desk.
Sure.
We're just hiding in stuff.
This thing walks in.
Are we episode 9?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just talked about that.
Do we?
Where am I?
Huh? Who am I?